Good morning friends, welcome back to Windlin Mac tutorial. This is Windlin Mac and in today's series I'll be taking you over the prerequisites you need to know before starting your Hackintosh journey. Prerequisites are the essentials you need, both the hardware and software, that will give you the best chance of having a successful build. So we already talked about the hardware part in the previous section. If you've not checked it out, please check out my channel. You'll find the first video on knowing your hardware, whereby I've gone in depth about how you can know the parts of the hardware that we require for us to start our Hackintoshing journey. So in this section, I'll just be going through the prerequisites we need for us to start our Hackintosh journey. First of all, after checking the hardware compatibility, which is what we did in the previous video, I'll not be going through that in this section. Please, again, I repeat, if you've not checked that video, it is very important. Please check it out before coming back to this video. First, there are things that we need before we start our Hackintoshing journey. First is the macOS installer. The macOS installer is important for us to install macOS. You'll need an installer file, which is usually downloaded from either the App Store or via the macOS settings. For instance, I'll show you. If I want to download mine, I'll just come to the system settings, then I'll go to the general section, then software update. If I had a software update, it will pop up here, but for now I know I don't have a software update because I updated my Hackintosh recently. It's up to date, it's 15.1, so it will just bring it's up to date. So that is one method for you to update your software. The other method is using the App Store. If you come to the App Store, you can search for macOS Sequoia. Just put a space here, then search. As you can see, this is the macOS installer. So for you to get it, just click get. But you might be asking yourself so many questions right now. How will I download this and I have no access to a Hackintosh or a Mac? There is another workaround for you to do this. And to do so, I'll just close App Store. Then I'll open a tab in my browser, drag it here. So I'll refer you to this site. It's called olarilla.com. So in this site, you'll be able to get what is called vanilla images. Just dismiss. And for you to be able to download software from here and ensure you create an account, you just come here and create an account. You see mine is already logged in. So once you are here, navigate to this section which is known as the vanilla images. Once you click the vanilla images, it will redirect you to a new page. Then scroll down and you'll see a list. You can see macOS Sequoia version 15.1. You have the media file link and the torrent link. So you can click here. I'll not be downloading. I just want to show it to you guys. So here you see it has opened the media file link Olarilla. So you come here, then click get Olarilla Sequoia 15.1. Once you click on it, you have several options. One, there is this premium, but if you scroll up, you'll get access in 1 hour. So sometimes that is what these advertisement sites does. You'll have to wait for 1 hour if you want to use the free version. However, if you want to pay for it, you can choose any option here. This is something new that they have introduced. I don't know why, or maybe it's because I've blocked ads. So but you have to be patient at times if you want to get this free access to these softwares. So that was the first step. Once you click the download, you'll have gotten the first prerequisites, which is acquiring a macOS installer. So once you've acquired the macOS installer, the next thing you need to acquire is the OpenCore or Clover. But in this section, I'll not be talking about Clover at all. So if you are a fan of Clover, please pardon me for that. But I'll put Clover aside. I'll be talking specifically about OpenCore because that is what we want to build with. So OpenCore is a bootloader that helps your PC load macOS. It is the bootloader that permits your PC, that is your Lenovo, your HP, your Dell, to load macOS. OpenCore is the preferred option for most modern builds due to its stability and compatibility. So I think now you know why I prefer OpenCore to Clover. It is because of its compatibility and stability on modern builds. So how do you acquire OpenCore? I'll just do the process again. Just come here and write OpenCore bootloader. So once you search here, there's this first option that is GitHub. Click on it, Acid and Terra. So once you click here, come to your right hand section whereby you see the releases. The latest release is 1.0.2. So you click on the releases section, then you click OpenCore 1.0.2 release.zip. Once you click on it, it will start downloading. So that is the easiest way for us to acquire the OpenCore bootloader. So once you have that, then you are good to go. You can proceed to the next thing, which is property. Most people prefer property, and also it is the preferred method while using what we call the Dotania OpenCore install guide. That is, we shall come to it on later sessions, but in this session I'll prefer two tools. Apart from the property, I'll add you what is known as OCAT, OC Auxiliary Tools. The short form is OCAT. So to download property, what you need to do is just open a new tab, then search for property. So once you search for property, there's this Copnut GitHub repo. Just click on it, then scroll down again. You'll see some information about it. Then you'll get how to download it here. So you can either download it as a zip by just clicking here, or you can clone it for those who are more conversant about the repo. So I'll show these to you guys so that you might not get confused on what to do. For those who are planning to use the cloning, you'll need to have Git installed and you'll have to have Python installed. But for me, I already have that, so I'll just type terminal, then I'll open. Once I open terminal, I'll come here and clone. So I'll just copy the first command. That is the first line. I'm just showing you guys so that you know how to do this because I already have this. Then paste, then git clone. You can see it's cloning into a folder known as property. It will just take a short while because it's a small file. Already it's done. Then run the second command. For me, I know I'm using Python 3, so I'll just go directly to Python 3 to avoid getting errors. As you can see, it has opened here. That is how to launch it. So you can see untitled.plist. So for me to edit, I'll just click the file, then I'll click open, then I can open my config.plist. So that is the easiest way. It is just as simple as that. Once you've installed it, you just run this command python 3 .property.property.py, then it will launch the application. Then you can now begin editing your files. So that is the easiest way. If you want to also download it as a zip, you just have to click here and it will automatically download. Now that you have that is property out of the way, we need to have what is known as OCAT. Let me close these tabs to avoid cluttering the screen. OCAT. So OCAT is the auxiliary tools. I'll just click the first link, that is the GitHub OC auxiliary tools. Then again, I'll come to the releases section. I'll click on releases and download the latest version. As you can see, for Mac, it comes as an application.dmg file. So just click on it, then install. For Windows, you can see here, Windows 64 for Linux. And all of you, if you want to compile it by yourself, you can download the source code, but I'll not go into details about that. So ensure you also download OCAT because I'll be using it to open our config.plist file. So once you have that, we are remaining with two things. One is the GenSM BIOS. GenSM BIOS. This is a very important tool. The GenSM BIOS is a tool that helps us to generate the serial numbers for macOS compatibility, which gives your Hackintosh a unique identification system. For instance, you can see my serial number is, so I'll just close it so that you guys cannot get into my private information. So for you guys to have a uniquely identified system, you need generate SM BIOS. SM BIOS is what will map your machine to a macOS system. So your machine will be identified as a macOS system because of the serial number that has been generated. And to get that, we'll also go back to the Copnut repo. Then we shall download the GenSM BIOS. Then I'll be showing you while we proceed how to use it. So to download, once you come to this section, just click code, then click download zip. So you do not need to worry because all these links I'll be providing in the description below. So once you have downloaded the GenSM BIOS, now we are set to have all our prerequisites. We are remaining with one thing, but I wanted to do it in a separate video so that we can all understand what are kexts and what kexts do. So in simple terms, before I go deep into it in the next section, I'll just give an overview of what kexts are. Kexts are known as kernel extensions. The kexts acts like drivers that helps our macOS systems to recognize our hardware, such as the audio, Ethernet, and USB. Kexts are very important for a macOS system to run, and they have compatibility issues, so you need to know the exact kext to be used at at what time for your macOS to run. So for cakes, I'll just create a separate video about it. I think I'll do the next video will be about cakes, so that we shall dive deep into cakes and understand what each cakes does, so that whenever you use a cakes, you know exactly why you are using it and for what purpose it is going to fulfill. So allow me to end this video here. I don't want this series to be so long so that you guys get bored, but I'll be providing all the links in the description for the prerequisites we need. Those are the essentials we need for us to start our Hackintoshing journey. We've already talked about our hardware, that is out of the way. Now we've come to the second section, whereby we have talked about the prerequisites, what we need for us to start our Hackintoshing journey, and we've already highlighted them down. We've started with the macOS installer. We've gotten to the OpenCore bootloader, then the proprietary and OCAT, then the Gen SM BIOS, and finally cakes, which we shall be delving more into the next video. So I want to thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you are enjoying this series. Please let me know in the comment section how you're finding this series. If it's interesting to you, I'll continue doing it, and if you find it not interesting, let me know so that we can chat a new way forward. Thank you so much guys for watching. Remember to stay safe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Signing out.